big thing for me is save money through discounts and not coverage cuts. I can't tell you how many times I've been helping an agent and it's not quite where they want it to be, and they start like chipping away at coverages. $25,000 med pay is $5,000, and the liability is $100,000 instead of $300,000. And it's just, with all of the opportunity for savings, it is not the right way to go, I would say, especially if you're trying to sell profitably. So now there's so many discounts out there, and what I want to separate here is there are discounts that have requirements and some that don't. Obviously, if multi-car, you have to have multiple cars. Good driver. If somebody's a good driver, they get a good driver discount. They're not always a good driver. However, on the left side here, they are discounts that I find to be the most important and possibly the biggest ones. The first one I quote with every time. Obviously, if somebody has an expiration date tomorrow, you cannot utilize this. But if they're a month, 2 months, or 3 months out and you have some wiggle room, I would quote 2 weeks plus out every single time. So advanced quote discount for sure. Multi-policy and package, huge savings there. If you're just selling monoline, you're leaving so much money on the table. It is really going to hurt your ability to identify the savings and value without doing multi-lines of business. Telematics. This one is such a huge opportunity now, and it's only going to get bigger. I always tell my agents, if you're not doing it, the guy down the street is. Example, I've worked with an agent once, more than once, just added their daughter. It was the agent's policy. It shot up like $1,800 or something like that, which they knew it was going to go up high. They didn't know it was going to go up that high. They were not a fan of telematics or whatever. Like, let's just try it. Let's just see if we can soften the blow. And with the like $100 here, $110 there per driver, it didn't lower their rate. It didn't lower that driver's rate specifically, but the overall, the big picture, it dropped significantly. All of a sudden they felt a lot better about telematics. Some of these telematics
They could see what was
things,
in it for them, right?
right. Yes, they're trying to collect data, but they're just trying to stay rate adequate so they can cover the client's claims in the future, and stuff like that. They're not trying to know exactly where they're at. They're not Big Brother. It's a smart way to go about it. It's really the new multi-policy discount, and if you're not trying to attach it to every policy, you're not going to be competitive. You are going to fall short. And then obviously auto pay, paperless, and pay in full, other ones that people don't have to have any outlying qualification. If they're willing to do it and willing to save money, it's something that you can apply to the policy.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, I want to kind of shed some light on some of these are, I would say, conservative numbers, but they're numbers that I have seen in savings on some of these discounts. Advanced quote, $200, multi-policy package, up to, and maybe even more than $600. Telematics, 3. I saw the other one the other day is $423. And that was, by the way, that money was left on the table. And I was like, I don't know why you're not saving that money, but auto pay, $100. It could be in the ballpark of that. Paperless, 75, pay in full, $400. This is all money that you could chisel away without even touching coverages at the end of the day, which is a huge win if you're willing to utilize the discounts and utilize the tools at your disposal.